From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
Well, got up to 105 in Lafayette today. That makes it the hottest day on record for the month of August here in the Hub City. And believe it or not, that record that we just set today is probably going to be challenged, if not surpassed, heading into next week. It's just been that kind of summer, so very hot conditions here sticking around with us. Atlantic side of the tropics starting to heat up a little bit, although no pending threats at the moment. So let's get a check at the upper level pattern first off, and we're still talking about this ridge of high pressure. And boy, it's like an old friend that just won't leave the Christmas party staying. I can't get my words out, but it's overstaying its welcome for sure. But it's pretty much going to be centered across the central U.S. here over the next several days. So that's going to keep us very hot, not only here locally in Acadiana, but again across the center parts of the country. Hurricane Hillary out here in the eastern Pacific, that's going to continue to lift northward, but it's going to be encountering some very cooler water temperatures just off the coast of California. So it's going to continue to be on a weakening trend. However, it's going to be bringing flooding rains to California and portions of the Southwest over the next few days, unfortunately. Satellite radar composite showing quiet conditions, so we're not looking at any major issues through the rest of this evening and overnight tonight. Seasonably warm and muggy. Lows will struggle to get into the upper 70s. We'll probably settle into the lower 80s, at least here in the Hub City for that overnight low. There goes Hillary on the eastern Pacific side. Meanwhile, on the Atlantic side of the tropics, tropical wave sitting here just off the coast of Florida. We'll get to that in just a second. And then further out into the Atlantic, we have not one, not two, not three, but 4 areas of interest. And actually, we did have a new tropical depression that formed this afternoon, number 6. You can barely pinpoint it here. It's looking not so great here late this evening, and it's going to be pretty short-lived as it tracks westward over the next couple of days. 70% chance of development on this system, 70% this one right here, and then 30% for the disturbed weather coming off the African coast. So it looks busy for sure. However, none of these areas of interest really present a threat to the Gulf of Mexico nor us here in Acadiana. Just something we'll keep an eye on, and at the very least, that serves as a reminder that we are entering the peak portions of the hurricane season on the Atlantic side of things, at least climatologically speaking. So here is our tropical wave, again sitting near South Florida. That'll continue to westward track for tomorrow and into the early parts of the upcoming week. Still has a 50-50 chance to develop into a depression, perhaps weak tropical storm over the next few days. However, it is going to stay rather weak in nature. High pressure is going to stay very strong, and that is what's going to pretty much steer a lot of this deep tropical moisture more so towards Texas and Mexico. We may see a brief passing shower or two Monday afternoon, especially across the coastal regions, but our rain chance is no better than 20%. Winds will pick up a little bit out of the east, 10 to 15 gusts at times. Could be a little bit higher than that for Monday, but really that would be about it from this system, as all the heavy rains again heading for Texas and Mexico lunchtime there on Tuesday and then into Tuesday afternoon. High temperatures tomorrow, boy, it's going to be up there, 105 to 108 for northern Acadiana, 108 more likely to Ritter up toward Leesville. 104, a pretty good call here along the I-10 corridor, but again, could briefly get up to 105 like we hit today. And lower 100s for the most part across the coastal parishes. Heat indices up there, 110, 115 during the hottest part of the day. Thus, we are going to have another excessive heat warning in effect across all of Acadiana. Monday, slightly cooler thanks to those easterly winds, not by much, but again, could help out with some cloud cover along the coastal regions as that tropical wave passes south of the coastline. 80-year projected low tonight, so seasonably warm and muggy indeed. 104 the projected high tomorrow. Again, could briefly hit 105. The record tomorrow, 102. That was set back in 1925, so that will be in jeopardy for sure. 100 as we head into Monday. Again, maybe a quick passing tropical shower, but not overly likely. And then highs are going to be pushing 102 to 106 for the entirety of the upcoming week, as rain chances remain fairly isolated in nature. Well, that's a look at weather for now, but stay with us. We're going to have more news and eventually sports coming up later on the show.